Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. My name is Bree. Today we're going to be doing a really fun pastel bakery or candy shop set, and I got the motivation or inspiration for this set from a couple of different things. For one, I do enjoy playing Animal Crossing, and in the DLC that came out a while back, you're able to go through and design people's vacation homes, and sometimes they want a bakery, and I like to do like a pastel themed bakery. So then a couple months ago, I got these chunky charms from a mystery box, and this idea just popped into my head, and I'm so excited I'm finally able to do them. Today we're starting out with some full cover nail tips already applied. They're all prepped and they're ready to go. So let's get started. We're going to start out by just putting on a white base, and it'll make more sense here in the next step why we do that. But this white was a little bit less opaque than the other white that I had, so I did have to go in for 2 coats. I did the second coat off camera though, but this is me just doing that first coat. Now that our white base is finished, we're gonna go in with some alcohol inks, which I fell in love with a long time ago. This was actually one of the first products that I bought because I watched a YouTube video on nail career education where she introduces them, and she actually does a design that's a lot like this. It's just with more opaque colors. I think she even did it for Pride. But anyway, so this is me. I have the more pastel-y colors. I'm just putting them in a color order that I had just kind of put together. But and I'm kind of dabbing it on. And the reason why I'm dabbing it instead of just painting it is because I want it to appear kind of marbly. And if I dab it, then you get kind of a different pigmentation throughout the nail that way, and so I just find I get the most success by dabbing it on there. So I'm just going in with each color. I'm just doing like a small portion of the nail at a time, and then once we're done with the entire nail, we'll go through and we'll blend it all together. Alright, so here's the nail with the alcohol inks all applied, and we're going to be going in with a brush that is saturated with like alcohol. What the alcohol that I'm using is 91% isopropyl alcohol, and we're just going to work from the bottom and kind of blend it up through the top. So the alcohol will kind of help to disperse the color, making it look a little bit more blended into the next color and a little bit softer, because before that it is kind of a hard color, and that's not necessarily the style that I like. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it looks good. But for this nail, I wanted something to be a little bit more softer and more blended. So I'm going in with some alcohol to kind of get that feel, and you'll see what it looks like when it's finished. All right, and look at that. I don't know about you guys, but I am obsessed. I love the alcohol inks or watercolor look on nails. I love it so much. But I'm gonna go ahead then and just repeat that same process, starting with a different color on each nail. Okay, now that we're done with applying the alcohol inks and getting them to look the way that we want them to, we're going to go ahead and do a top coat because the alcohol inks actually will dry on their own, and I'm going to do a little bit of very simple nail art over this. And if I mess up, I want to be able to wipe up my mess up without having to worry about wiping away the nail or the background, the alcohol ink background that I had done already. So I'm going in with a top coat now just to seal it all in and protect it. All right, awesome. Now we're ready for the nail art. So the nail art, like I said earlier, very simple. I'm just gonna do kind of like cut out the corners of my nail with kind of like a squiggly line, which you'll see here. And my idea was to kind of make it look like I had dipped the nail in batter or frosting, icing, something like that. So I did go ahead and just, like I said, do like a cutout with a squiggly line and fill it all in. And I did repeat this process on all of the nails. And I don't know if you can quite see it or not, but you can see after the first coat, it's a little bit transparent, not insanely, and I probably could have gotten away with just doing one coat, but I did go back in and I did double coat all of these batter areas or icing areas that I'm just painting on, just to make sure that it's really opaque in color and I'm not seeing the alcohol ink design come through. Perfect. And now that we have all of the batter or icing areas drawn on there, we're going to go through and just outline that in white. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted a little bit more separation from the icing or batter nail art to the alcohol inks that was in the background. So we're going to go ahead and just do a white outline on all of the batter marks or icing marks, and then go ahead and make sure that they're cured, and then I'll be back for the top coat. All right, and now this is going to be our final top coat. So we're just about done with the nails. We just have the very exciting chunky charms to put on, which you'll see here in a bit. All right, now it's Chunky Charm time, and I'm very excited about this. This is actually my first time ever using Chunky Charms like this, and it's also my first time using glue gel, like a thick glue gel like this. And I actually realized I really only needed about half of that amount. Because it kind of started to spew out the sides a little bit. It was fine. I mean, the charm is so chunky, it blocked that from view. But I could see it when I looked at the nail out the side. But so I'm going to go ahead and just do that same thing on all of the nails for each of the charms. And I do apologize. There were a few sections in here, like right here, where I go out of frame a little bit and you can hardly see what I'm doing. With this being my first time doing those charms, I didn't really know what I was doing, and I think I was focusing too much on the nails and not with what I was looking at in frame. So next time we do the big charms, that shouldn't be a problem, but I'll just go ahead and let you finish out watching me. All right, and now it's time to do the very last step, which is cuticle oil. So I'm going in, applying a generous amount to each of my fingers and making sure I rub that in to nourish my skin that's around my nails. All right, and here's the finished product. I'm so excited. Like I said at the beginning, I have thought about this for so long, and I am so glad that I finally was able to get them done. I feel like they turned out better than I was even expecting them to, so I'm very, very happy. These are easily my favorite nails that I've done so far. So I'm really looking forward to what I'll get to do next. If you like this set, please give me a like. That helps me out a lot. And comment below what you thought about this nail set or what you're wanting to see in the future. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button too if you want to see more content like this. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. See you next time.